Good afternoon, traders. It is Thursday, November 14th, 2019, and the U.S. stock market is closed. Well, the Dow broke its 3 or 4 days streak that it's had making all time highs. It missed that goal by 3 or 4 points. Officially, the Dow closed down 2. So that wasn't exactly a sell-off, although it did spend most of the day in negative territory. It came back and just closed there at -2 today. So pretty much a sideways market. We had a decent day today. We had negative over $3,000 yesterday on the close, and we ended up closing that out with only negative $1,400. So we improved those bad positions from yesterday on our exits. But the best part was we got into 6 new positions, and 4 were positive, 2 were negative, and we're carrying positive $6,600 going into tomorrow. Again, not a fantastic day, but still reasonable. Overall, the stocks are fairly quiet, but we had one that was moving today, which I'll show you in a second. So I'm going to show you 3 stocks today that did pretty well. A couple of them I haven't showed you before, that's why I'm showing you now. This first one is Mentor Incorporated. That's MTOR. And look at this. These opening ranges are just unbelievable. It's going along in this tight little daily range, and then it opens in the toilet down here yesterday, and then just explodes to the top side, and we buy it up here as it's going up. Now, if we were, trading this opening range, and particularly if we were going short, we would have been short this thing down here. But of course, that isn't how we trade. So we bought it here, which is fortunate. The stock still closed against us yesterday, but then it just screamed in the first 45 minutes of the day, and we ended up exiting up here, which is pretty close to the high of the day, and we ended up taking out $2,600 out of Mentor Incorporated. And another interesting one here. This is you've seen this one before. This is Camping World Holdings. They're a really big trade in that just recently. Anyway, we got into that midday yesterday. It closed in our favor, and it gapped up there nicely for our exit. We ended up exiting almost on the high of the day there, and we take $2,400 out of Camping World Holdings. And now the one that's really interesting, I think. This is Pier 1 Imports, PIR. This thing has been absolutely crazy. I've been following it since it was down, like $1, $1.50, and it's just been climbing ever for quite a few weeks. Anyway, you can see how congested the range was yesterday, and it just jumps out of that this morning. We buy it as soon as we can, and it keeps going. And then it had this big pullback here. It just made me sick, but it did come back some at the end of the day. So right now, we're holding $5,800 positive open trade in Pier 1 Imports. The bad news was we were up $9,000 up here, $9,000 before this, whatever it was, in the last couple hours of the day. But it did come off that, and let's just hope we can get it up here again tomorrow for our exit. But, anything can happen. This is a very volatile stock when it gets moving, and quite a bit of volume in there when it gets moving. Anyway, regardless, I'll take $5,800 on it, but we're not out of it yet. Pier 1 Imports. Okay, so pretty good day. I'm pretty happy about it, and I'll be back here tomorrow because it's Friday, my favorite day. See you then.